sunny day, we get to celebrate First Sergeant Jorge Estrada and his career as a Marine. We're grateful for his service. We're grateful for his commitment. We're grateful for everything he has done for this country. We're also so thankful for his family that is here. Visitors who have traveled many miles to experience this with him. They have supported him in all kinds of precarious situations. They have loved him and supported him through this journey that he's been on. Lord, I want you to bless First Sergeant, and as he continues on his journey in this beautiful world, he'll keep serving, and he'll keep that fire that he has, and he'll keep doing amazing things for the people that he comes into contact with. We will miss him. We are thankful for his service. In the Lord's name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the presentation of colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Now taking his position in the reviewing area is today's retiring officer, Captain Dylan W. Dennison.
Rainer River retired! Right hand side turn! March!
Attention to orders. Retirement order. United States Marine Corps First Sergeant Jorge Estrada was transferred this day to the Fleet Marine Corps Reserve after 20 years of honorable and faithful service. 28 February 2025. Eric M. Smith, General, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Thank you. Please be seated. A letter from our Commander-in-Chief, the Commandant of the Marine Corps, and the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, President of the United States. Certificate of Appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. First Sergeant Jorge Estrada, United States Marine Corps. I extend to you my personal gratitude and sincere appreciation of a grateful nation to you for your patriotic service to our country. Your bravery and dedication in our armed forces helped protect your fellow Americans during a critical moment in our history and contributed to a world of greater security and growing prosperity. Your devotion to duty, honor, and country, in keeping the long traditions of the finest military in the world, embody the American ideal of selfless service. Our nation owes you a great debt. Your incredible commitment and the example you set will inspire future generations to serve with pride and to keep our country secure. You represent the best of our nation, and I join our fellow American in saluting you, your honorable service. I wish you happiness and success in your next chapter. Joseph R. Biden, Commander-in-Chief. Commandant of the Marine Corps. Dear First Sergeant Estrada, the Marine Corps has been your occupation and family for many years past, and I'm certain the memories, interests, and future of the Corps will remain with you forever. Many desire to obtain your accomplished goals, but few can compare to you. You have clearly demonstrated the exceptional leadership qualities and the professionalism we seek in our senior Marines. We are proud, as you must be, of your successful career. As a teacher to young Marines, a source of wise counsel, and as an example of soldierly virtues we so admire. You have made a mark on the Corps that will remain long after you left our active. There are many young Marines you have influenced who will carry the same fine tradition that has always been characterized by the United States Marine Corps. You have my best wishes for good health and continued success in years ahead. Semper Fidelis, Eric M. Smith, General, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Dear First Sergeant Estrada, congratulations on your retirement. I want to express my heartfelt thanks to you for your many years of devoted service to our country and Corps. You have made tremendous contributions and sacrifices through your Marine Corps career, enduring through challenge and persevering to the end. Our Corps have never been about equipment or accolades, but rather warfighting spirit that lives deep within our Marines. Your spirit will now live on in those you have mentored, led, and taught. Though you are hanging your uniform up for the last time, our cloth will have your threads running through it. As you enter this new chapter of life, take pride in your accomplishments. Your professionalism has set the standard of excellence for your future Marines who will carry on the legacy of the Corps. My wife, Andrea, and I wish you continued success in your future endeavors. Remember to stay connected, as our collective legacy depends on it. Semper Fidelis, Carlos A. Ruiz, 20th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, a certificate of appreciation presented to Mrs. Christina Estrada, daughters Briza, Isabel, and Regina Estrada. Certificate of appreciation awarded to Mrs. Christina Estrada. Thank you for your unselfish, faithful, and devoted service during your husband's Marine Corps career. We are exceptionally grateful and appreciative. Your unwavering support and understanding helped to influence his lasting contribution to this command in the United States Marine Corps. The support and dedication you displayed were continuous through times of hardship and sacrifice. On behalf of 1st Combat Engineer Battalion, 1st Marine Division, we extend our deepest appreciation and support. It gives us great pleasure to present to you with this certificate, given this 29th day of August 2024. Signed, Tyrone A. Barrion, Lieutenant Colonel, United States Marine Corps, Commanding Officer. Certificate of appreciation. This is to certify that Briza, Isabel, and Regina Estrada have earned grateful appreciation for faithfully supporting your father while he served this nation as a United States Marine. Growing up with a parent in the military does not come without sacrifice. Like parents, children must also bear the same determination and courage. You have continued to display great resilience in adapting to new environments, friends, and uncertainty throughout the years. Your strength and unconditional love have been critical to your father's success in defending our nation. On behalf of the Marine Corps, we extend our deepest appreciation for your unwavering dedication and support. It gives us great pleasure to present to you with this certificate, given this 29th day of August 2024, signed Tyrone A. Barrion, Lieutenant Colonel, United States Marine Corps, Commanding Officer. Flowers are now being presented to the 1st Sergeant Estrada's wife, Christina, and gifts are being given to his daughters, Briza, Isabel, and Regina. Ladies and gentlemen, the retiring officer for today's ceremony, Captain Dennison.
Gotta use the podium for my notes. All right, good morning, fellow Marines, families, and friends. My name's Captain Dennison, and I'm the Alpha Company Commander, and I've served with 1st Sergeant Estrada over the last year. Today, we get to honor a man who has dedicated 20 years of service to our Corps and our nation. 1st Sergeant Estrada began his journey in the Marine Corps in 2005. 1st Sergeant Estrada has served in all 3 Marine Expeditionary Forces. He has led Marines during multiple deployments, including Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. He's also done multiple rotations on the 31st MEU, multiple training exercises, and has impacted all the Marines that he has come across. He has consistently exemplified the core values of honor, courage, and commitment throughout his time, and over the years he has earned numerous accolades, but perhaps his greatest achievement has been his lasting impact on the Marines that he has led. As I thought about how I was going to write my speech today, I could spend about 20 minutes going over all the inside jokes that 1st Sergeant and I have developed over the last year of work together, and then I realized me and him would be the only ones that are laughing. None of you would understand why I'm talking about those things. So I reflected on 2 stories that I have personally been with 1st Sergeant through, and how they've impacted me as a leader and as a man. The first story talks about our first time doing PT together. We were doing 0-6 formations, and I asked 1st Sergeant if he wanted to go on a run. And he said, "Yes, sir, I'm probably going to take it easy today." And I was thankful. I hate running. So we take off, we start running, we get to our first hill, and 1st Sergeant takes off. And he is sprinting up this hill, and I look at my watch, and we're at like a 6:30 pace. I'm like, what is this man doing? And as I'm struggling, sucking wind, getting to the top of this hill, I hear 1st Sergeant say to himself, "Don't let this hill defeat you. It's all in your mind." I don't know if he was saying that to me because I was sucking wind, or if he was trying to motivate himself. But that was the first time that I saw 1st Sergeant and the amount of effort that he puts into his physical fitness, and he puts into that every single day. Every obstacle, every challenge that 1st Sergeant Estrada comes through, he meets that obstacle head on, he increases his tempo, and he gets through it, and we get through the day together. I will take that from you, 1st Sergeant, from now until the time that I retire from the Marine Corps, and that has helped shape me to who I am. The second story showed me that he cares for the Marines and the Marine Corps. We were sitting in our previous leadership's office, and the CO had asked us, what is our strategy to re-enlisting Marines? So as a good company commander, I laid out my plans, my strategy, what I'm gonna be saying to the Marines when I have my interactions with them. And he said, "Okay, sounds good, Captain Dennison. 1st Sergeant, what's your method?" And 1st Sergeant then stated, "I don't try to retain them, sir." And it was an awkward pause in the office when we all were like, okay, what's coming next? 1st Sergeant then doubled down and said, "If they don't want to be in the Marine Corps, sir, I don't want them in the Marine Corps. I want the best qualified Marines that want to be in the Marine Corps, and I want them to be the leaders of our future Marines." That resonated with me because as I was laying out my plan, I realized my plan was very superficial in like, how am I getting Marines to stay in the Marine Corps? I wasn't thinking of the second, third order effects of if I change a Marine's mind to make him want to stay in the Marine Corps for a specific reason, we're not getting the most beneficial leaders that are going to lead our Marines in the future. So that instance alone showed me that 1st Sergeant not only cares about the Marine Corps, but the Marines that are in the Marine Corps. And surprisingly, it worked. We had a company formation. 1st Sergeant was talking about re-enlistment, talking about retention, and he told the Marines, "I don't care if you re-enlist. If you want to go back home and you want to do what your high school friends are doing, just look at what they're doing now and look what you could be doing." And after that formation, we had 3 Marines come in, talk to the career planner, and sign re-enlistment packages. So it was that time that I realized the institution will always get what the institution needs, but Marines like 1st Sergeant Estrada are what keep the good Marines in and keep our leaders continuously growing and moving forward for our careers. Over the last year, I've been grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow from 1st Sergeant Estrada's guidance, mentorship, and leadership. He has truly helped shape me as a Marine officer and as a man. I see how he interacts with his family, how he's raising his kids, the love that he has for his wife, and it's truly taught me a lot. He may only be 5 years older than I am, but in the time that I've worked with him, I have learned how to be a better man and a better Marine Corps officer. I'll forever be grateful for the time that I got to serve with 1st Sergeant Estrada. Thank you, 1st Sergeant. We must also take a moment to recognize the sacrifices made by 1st Sergeant Estrada's family. To Christina, Breeza, Isabel, Regina, and all their loved ones, thank you for your unwavering support. Your resilience and strength allowed First Sergeant to serve with distinction, knowing that you were standing strong behind him. Without your guys' support, 20 years of honorable service would not have been attainable. So thank you guys for all that you guys do for First Sergeant when he's back home, when he's away. Thank you for holding it down for him. As First Sergeant Estrada transitions into the new chapter of his life, we will know that the same drive and dedication that marked his military career will lead to success in whatever he chooses to pursue, even if it's sipping margaritas by a pool. We wish you all the best, and we know that wherever life takes you next, you'll continue to inspire and lead by example. First Sergeant Estrada, your legacy of service and leadership will be remembered by all of us who had the honor to serve with you. On behalf of the Marine Corps, and I say thank you for the 20 years of dedication, Semper Fidelis. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this remarkable Marine.
Ladies and gentlemen, First Sergeant Estrada.
All right, now it's my turn. I got a book full of things I want to say, so hey, can y'all go get the beer? This is gonna be like 3 hours. Nah, I'm just playing. But no, I didn't write notes. I didn't write anything because I just want to say what I'm thinking now. First, I want to thank Battalion Commander Sergeant Major. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of leaving early. I got a skill bridge, so everybody knows. Perkins, I'm sorry. But thank you. Camp Dennison, ma'am, thank you. I know that we had some long hours, and he always beat me at PT, so don't believe him. But also, my wife, thank you. We have been together since before the Marine Corps, 20 years plus. Yes, my daughter's looking at me like, your math is wrong, but it's math for Marines, okay? It's not always right. And of course, my daughter, my oldest one, Brisa, she was born in before the Marine Corps as well. Left her when she was 4 months old. Left to boot camp, and I think she turned out to be okay. She's in school, and she has not had a DUI. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Isabel, also born in Camp Lejeune. Left her, she was 4 months old. I went to Afghanistan, and thank you for being there, supporting me, and not giving me trouble like, like the stuff I don't want to hear. My little one, Regina, she was also born May 10th, May 5th. I'm sorry, Cinco de Mayo. How can I forget? Cinco de Mayo, and I left her May 27th to go with the 31st MEU with Mr. Caudillo back there. So they've all been raised by mom, and for that I thank her mother to the point that I'll admit it, I had to go pick up my kids one time from school, and I went to the complete wrong school. And I called my wife, where are the kids? They said they're not here. So I'm thinking she's skipping school. Like, what school did you go to? I'm in Cadena. No, your kids are in Foster now. So it's the 31st MEU, they can do things to you, right? So thank you, thank you. The third group of individuals I want to thank are live watching me through here, and for you non-Spanish speakers, I apologize. Jefe, jefa, gracias por todo. Gracias por siempre estar aquí conmigo. Los quiero mucho. Entiendo que no pudieron venir, pero ya saben que yo aquí estoy para ustedes, como ustedes siempre han estado para mí. Gracias a ustedes, a mis hermanos que si me están mirando, gracias por su apoyo. Mis hermanas, claro, hermanos, y toda mi familia de Florida y los que me están mirando de México. I got people in Mexico too right now. All right, so thank you. But and from here, I can take the 3 hours. I want to start with some of the individuals that are here that are wearing that have beards now. Former Garden Sergeant Hall, we were on raccoon duty. Thank you. It was some crazy days, 5 in the morning, trying to catch up with our work. My now former Marine, Sergeant Gonzalez, he was one of my police. Sergeant Caudillo, he was one of my corporal sergeants in 31st Mule. And Sergeant Major Salas, thank you for being here. I apologize if I don't cover everybody. I want to thank First Sergeant Tres also being here. My 511 family, thank you for making it. Master Guns, Master Sergeant, we made it. Rodriguez didn't get us. Well, I made it. Inside joke, right? But thank you everyone who's here. I see you too. This is my Marines from Romeo Battery 511. Thank you. And of course, my first CEB family. Oh, the first ones are back there. They're late. Thank you for being here. I had to single you out. That's what I do, right? And then the first combat engineer Marine that I met in Sergeant's course, Garden Sergeant Surface, thank you. We've been friends since, what year was it? 2014, 2012, 13? Yeah, we've been friends since then. And look, now I end up at Combat Engineer Battalion. Should have known. But thank you. The Marines of the Super Breed, thank you. Alpha Company. I know that some of you may be relieved that I'm gone, but I just did 200 JPs yesterday. I apologize. But thank you for being here. My nephew, Staff Sergeant Estrada, the little guy back there. He was my company clerk at CLR 37. Now he's a Staff Sergeant at SOI. Thank you for being here too. First Sergeant Garcia, friend of mine, former supply Marine, just like me, you know. Thank you for being here and doing me the honors. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. Garden Sergeant Ross, I'm sorry. He's the one that's gonna carry all the weight, or whatever I was carrying. Ganihero, I see you taking off your cover. Thank you for being here. Sir, what are you doing back there?
What's up, First Sergeant?
Major Alexander, I didn't see you back there, sir.
I'm short.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, sir. I miss our times, you know, closing the door, open up that can. I'm gonna miss those days. My family knows what I'm talking about. So thank you. I know I keep on saying thank you and that's it, but I keep seeing individuals here that I didn't get to see earlier. So thank you everybody. Again, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the playing of Waltzing Matilda, followed by Anchors Away in the Marines Hymn. To honor those who have served the 1st Marine Division, the division song, Waltzing Matilda, will now be played. The song originates from Australia, where the division maintained a training base in World War II and prepared for the island campaign. Over the decades, the division's Marines and sailors have marched off to this historic tune. We ask all those who have served in the division from World War II to those currently serving in the Blue Diamond today, stand to be recognized. We respectfully request all others to remain seated in silence to honor those absent and give the ultimate sacrifice, and those present who have served with 1st Marine Division. After Waltzing Matilda, we ask all members and guests to please rise for the playing of Anchors Away, and we ask all Marines present to join in the singing of the first verse of the Marines Hymn. Please be seated. The retiring officer is now going to give First Sergeant Estrada his final dismissal.
First Sergeant Estrada, dismissed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated for the presentation of Old Glory.
Detail, Hut and Hut. Forward, march.
About face.
I am the flag of the United States of America, and my name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's cause of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see. I stand for peace, truth, honor, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I'm revered. I am loved, and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forts, Antietam, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the jungles of Guam, Okinawa, Tara, Korea, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, Afghanistan, and a score of other places long forgotten by all, except by those who were there with me. I was there. I led my sailors and Marines. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was battle-worn and tired, but my sailors and Marines cheered me. I was proud. I was at Ground Zero in New York City on September 11th as cowardly fanatics attacked America. I was raised from the ashes of once proud buildings by brave firefighters, heroes who risked their lives to save others, showing all that America, although bloody, will never be beaten. Those who will destroy me cannot win, for I am the symbol of freedom, of one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served with in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the surely bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness of all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips and used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly half-mast to honor my soldiers, my sailors, my airmen, and my Marines. And when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the gravesite of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God, my God, long may I wave.
February 8th, 2005. Much younger Jorge Estrada first places feet on the historic yellow footprints aboard Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Harris Island, South Carolina, in Beaufort. Taking his first steps in being a United States Marine and not knowing what lay ahead of him and his new family. And for 20 years, through numerous deployments, various duty stations, professional development in schools and training, and field exercises, this Marine stood the watch. While many of us were asleep at night, exhausted from our hard day's work, from our daily grind of providing for our families and trying to be the best image of ourselves, this Marine stood the watch. When some of us were away at school, earning our degree, accomplishing our goals to set a better example for those around us to emulate, or learning a trade, help better serve our communities, or become a better citizen of our great society. But this Marine stood the watch. And yes, even before some of us were born into this world, this Marine stood the watch. And in those years, when the storm clouds of war brood on the nation's horizon of history, through the war-ridden cities of Iraq, or in the barren desert and valleys of Afghanistan, and when our call of duty to defend our nation's homeland, and when our freedom was in question, this Marine answered that call, and he stood the watch. And there were times whenever he cast his eyes ashore and see his family standing there, looking out and reaching for that hand of support, guidance, and love. His wife, Christina, longing for her husband, for the love and affection, help guide, support, and mentor their three daughters, Riza, Isabel, and Regina. Longing for their father, needing that guidance, that support, to be able to see those precious moments of those accomplishments and accolades. But still, he stood the watch. He stood the watch so each and every one of us, our loved ones, our families, our countrymen, could sleep soundly and safely in their beds each and every night, because a Marine like this stood the watch. So we are here today to say that the watch stands relieved. Relieved by those that you have trained, guided, led, mentored, and most of all, inspired. So, it is my distinct pleasure, honor, and pleasure, and of course, privilege, to say, First Sergeant Jorge Estrada, you stand relieved, for we have the watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of the Lieutenant Colonel Tyrone A. Barrion, First Sergeant Estrada, and his family, thank you for your attendance. please join us at the Task Force Sapper Building for an after-ceremony reception.
Good.